Hello everyone, welcome to my live stream. I had to take a couple minutes because Twitch did not like my title. Makes sense though. Today I am continuing work on this birthday Chibi that I started a couple weeks ago during my last Chibi Friday live stream. And the big reveal this time, because I was keeping it a secret last time, see if anybody could guess based on this tiny little bit of visual information. It's Pinhead from Hellraiser. That's not the official name, I learned, because I don't know much about this character. So of course, the first thing I did was go on to Wikipedia and read the whole Wikipedia page about it. So this is a very interesting history of this character. But Twitch does not like the term Pinhead, which makes sense because it can be used as an insult. I'm actually interested in, it's making me think about it. I'm like, I wonder why that is even an insult. It doesn't really make sense, especially when thinking of this character. It's just a very literal description of his appearance, and also it's not the official name of the character, and even the original author doesn't like that name, but the fans gave the character that name, and it has stuck since. Or I think it was that a review gave it the name, and then the fans liked the name. Anyway, I can't remember exactly where it came from, but I'm gonna call him Pinny for my Twitch streams, and I think YouTube should allow me to put Pinhead in the title. So for the recording, it will have the proper name. But, yeah, and I just put in my tags too, it's so interesting. For the tags for this stream, I could put Hellraiser, that was allowed, but putting Pinhead was not allowed. It seems like Hellraiser is a bit more severe of a term, but I think it's because it's the way it's used. Hellraiser is not really used as an insult. In fact, if someone's a Hellraiser, that means they're kind of cool. So, but Pinhead is just insulting someone's intelligence. So I understand why, but that was an interesting few minutes that I spent trying to update my words, my verbiage. Okay, anyway, let's get started on this. I already got the outline, the basic shapes for... Oh, my pens are trying to escape. My basic shapes for the head, basic outline for the body. That's all done. So I just need to add the face, the details, that kind of thing. And I've got a couple reference images here. It's actually, considering how old, or maybe it's because it is so old, but how old and well-known this series of movies is, you'd think I could find some better reference images for stuff, but no, they're all pretty small and grainy, so I think I can at least get the gist correct. I can make it look like the character, but maybe some of the details will be weird because the full body reference I have it blown up to like 200 times the original size, so it's all grainy and but it looks like he's got a sort of, almost looks like a samurai style. He's got like a crotch guard hanging down in front of his outfit, and then there's just this nice vinyl skirt. So actually, so I have just a flat line right here. I'm going to go a little swirly line to show the wrinkles in the fabric. And so just use the swirly line to determine where the wrinkles are rising up. And add a few more coming down. There, that's good. I actually like how, so of course I've not seen the movies. I have not read the book that the movies were based on, or at least the original movie was based on. So I just have this visual information, and based on the visual information, I like that this is it's quite a feminine outfit. I feel like it's got like a corset and everything. I mean, I think that there's some, I'm not sure what's going on with his chest. I don't know if I want to know. Because what I read on Wikipedia was like, oh yeah, that's why I have not watched this I don't like scary stuff. I don't like gory stuff. And it seems like this is both. So, Santorita's here. Hello! How are you doing? Are you enjoying a chill Friday? I'm gonna have a drink of my mineral water. Yeah, I think this might be like supposed to be like flesh or something coming out of his chest, but it kind of looks just like a couple fruit roll-ups. I don't know what it's supposed to be. I saw some like comic book style drawings of the character as well when I was researching. So that's why I think that's what it is, because in the comic book style ones, that's what it looked like. Yummy. Saturita says, I'm doing well. Gathered blackberries from the river. There's so many this year. I'm gonna make some jam. Make some blackberry preserves. It's so easy to make. As long as you're gonna eat it within like the next couple weeks, it's so easy to just take some fruit, heat it in a pot, smash it down, then add a little sugar to taste, and then you just got your own jelly ready to go. Well, not jelly. Jelly is, but it's like preserves or whatever. I always look up and then immediately forget what the difference is between jam. All I know is jelly is the kind that has like no actual fruit in it. Well, whatever these little things are, I'm just going to draw it as a little rectangle. That's pretty good. It seems like he's got some straps hanging down too, but the dang image is so grainy I can't tell. I think they are. And then the arms, it's just like there's a bunch of stuff going on the arms and on the around the midriff. Oh, yummy. Chia is good too because once it plumps up. Satsuisa says, definitely gonna try blackberry, chia, and maple syrup. Once the chia seeds plump up, they're gonna just add even more of that jelliness to it. Delicious. Okay, now I'm adding these little, almost look like hoses or something around. There are these cylindrical bits around his midriff. Oh, once again, I reached my Wii Fit goal on stream. My thing just went off. I went on a nice 50-minute run this morning. It was so good. It was so nice and cool. It's been so cool in the morning. I love it. Okay, what's going along? Aha, I thought so. So along the edge here, there's another one of these, like, I don't know, they're like hoses. There's one that goes around the edge. And then there's more of those ones going like this across. I like this character design the more I'm drawing it. So, got a lot of fun shapes in it. The arms, though, are so gnarly, and none of the pictures, all the pictures are super dark, so you can't really tell what's going on, but it looks like there's, like, intertwining little straps and stuff moving up. So I'll just draw some... Oh, man, I'm trying to... I'll just draw some organic shapes, mostly moving up ways, and hopefully that will be good enough. The chibi arms are so tiny anyway, I think it'll be alright if I fudge it a little bit. There, that's good enough. What is it you're drawing? Do you recognize? I feel like you're the one most likely to be able to recognize what this is. Because I'll tell you, you missed my story. You missed my story of Twitch didn't like, or at least OBS didn't think that Twitch would like my title, so I had to change it, and I had to change my tags too, because it is the name of this character, or at least the popular name for this character is can be used as an insult to someone's intelligence. So that's a hint for you. They don't want any insults. I'm like, well, okay. So I change it to Pinny. That's your hint. My title is Birthday Pinny. You have no idea! Okay, another hint. You have drawn this character this year. This is another hint. I know you have. I saw it. Okay, I'm pretty sure I'm seeing like these little hose things hanging down. At least 3 of them I see at different levels. And maybe I'm interpreting it incorrectly, but I'll just add them, and if they're wrong, then we can consider it my own interpretation of the character. This is so hard. I cannot tell what's going on in a lot of this pixelated image. I have no idea what this is supposed to be. It's like, is it just a hole in the costume, or... Well, I'll just leave it. Just leave it like that. Okay, I think I'm done with the outfit. See if Satsuita has any more guesses. Satsuita says I have no idea. You've drawn this character. Okay, I'm gonna draw some bumps here to show that these are hose shapes. And not flat. There. Oh, looks so good. And I'll hold it up to show there's this little tiny difference. Oh, if it'll focus. Come on, camera, you can do it. There we go. I just added the little bumps here on the side. I remembered to press the button when I put it back down. Okay, well, Satsuita, you will surely recognize the character once I add the head. I've never seen any of these movies. Have no intention of ever seeing them. And I know this character. I remember seeing this character at Blockbuster back in the day. When we walked through the horror section, and this character was in there. VHS classic. VHS. Okay, the character is bald, so I'm trying to get this actor. I don't know if it's the actor or if it's the makeup, but they have a nice round head. There's a very round head. This head's come in actually lots of different shapes, not just round. It can be some kind of oval shape, or like come almost to a point, or something like that. But this character's head is super round. Oh, Wolf is here too. Hello, Wolf. How are you? Thank you for joining me. DBZ, interesting guess. That is a very interesting guess. I can see where you get that because of these little bloop bloop bloop. Right? Looks like the Saiyan, no, the Frieza's army armor. That stretchy, amazing. Not DBZ though. Satui just says my memory sucks. Oh, haha, I know now. I thought it was anime. Am I wrong? Oh, Exie is here too. Hello, Exie! How are you? Wolf and Exie, how are you? This is awesome. We got so many people today. What a fun way to end the week. And I've been feeling pretty tired this week, so now I'm feeling a lot more energized to see all your names in the chat. So, I'm not sure who Satuita guessed, but I guess we're guessing. Oh, Satuita says You said it was a bald character, so I think I know. Yeah. Love action horror. Live action horror. Yes. Live action. Yes, bald, live. Bald. Bald live action horror. Yes. So I think Satuita knows. Well, I'm just gonna keep adding details. Sorry, I felt there was like an eyelash. Ugh. Hold on. There's like an eyelash bothering me. Okay, I got it. Ooh. Sorry, all of a sudden my eyelash was like, abandoned ship. And I was like, no, not it, no. Don't jump into my eyeball. Okay. Yep, cult classic horror movie from the 80s. Or 90s. It's true. I read the Wikipedia page 2 weeks ago, so I don't remember. It's definitely 80s or 90s. It's probably 80s because it was on VHS at Blockbuster. I still remember. Okay, let me actually... having a fun time chatting and not drawing. Okay, I shall draw now. So, first, eyes. In this one reference, he's looking down. But in my other reference that is a much better, it's actually the movie poster. He's looking up, and I think I prefer that. Because for Chibi, even if it's a horror Chibi, I like to show the eyes. So so first I'll just draw some circles just to get the size of the eyes and the placement. And then, let's see. I will keep this like just, he's got this mouth like he's just judging. Which, if I remember and understood the description on Wikipedia correctly, that is sort of what his character does. His eyes are almost entirely black. Well, thank you for the hint. It's, in this movie poster, it looks like blue. But the whole movie poster looks blue. Except for the thing that he's holding in his hand, so I'm not sure. Maybe I'll make him a dark blue, and then that will be interesting. Okay. I'm going to give him this little... Wait, you can't see it. It's so small. Just this little looking down and judging people face. Alright. Let's actually draw the eyes. And again, it's probably because of the makeup. Because this has got to be heavy makeup. You know, like that latex on the face or whatever. The eyes look pretty sunken in. So, let's see. But they're mostly... So the one where I can see the eyes well is looking at me. But my Chibi is looking this way. So I'm just trying to get the eye shape right. While also turning it. I think this is it. Haha, Wolf has it. Everybody's got it. Wait. Exy, I don't know if you have this movie. Have you seen this movie? Exy, do you watch horror movies? Well, I never watched this movie either. I don't know if we should just say it or if we should wait and see if Exy can get it. I don't know. I don't know why I came into this kind of guessing game, but this is kind of fun. Probably because I wanted to keep it secret last week. Okay, so let's see. Actually, I'm going to bring this eye in a little bit. Yeah. Ooh, I like this eye shape. It's very nice. Okay, hold on. This is distracting me. I need... Oh, wait, it's right here. I need my tiny eraser. Yeah, that's better. Okay. Hey, I'm not alone then. Wolf says, never seen it, just iconic. And Exy says, I don't like horror, but let me try. Yeah, I I don't like horror. I like ghost movies. I like ghost movies. I like monster movies, but I don't like jump scares. I don't like gore. So, but even some ghost movies, they have some, well, they don't have gore, they just have blood, and like that doesn't bother me as much, but like, yeah, like explicit horror. So I'm not really a horror fan either. Yeah, that's what it seemed like from the description on Wikipedia. Oh, Exy says, I have no idea. And Satuisa says, I'm the only one who has seen it. Yeah, it's a gory one, over the top and silly sometimes. That is something it seemed like as well. That even though it's gory, that is kind of ridiculous. Because I read the whole Wikipedia page. That's what I like to do with movies where I'm like, people talk about this a lot, but there's no way I want to watch it. Okay, get on to Wikipedia and just read about it. Okay. So, let's see. I guess I'll finish his irises. I will have him looking at the viewer. This is a birthday chibi, so that way he will be looking at the birthday girl who asked for it. That is my youngest sister. Big pupils. Even if it's horror, it's supposed to be chibi, so it's supposed to be cute. I love how just adding the iris and adding the pupil, suddenly it's alive. Yep, Satuita's got it. It's Hellraiser. Yep, that's what. So, I guess for anybody watching the recording, apologies, but not everybody has heard this story. But I had to start a couple minutes late this stream because I tried to put Pinhead, which is the fan name for this character. I tried to put Pinhead in the title, and Twitch was like, no, that can be rude. Because Pinhead can be an insult to someone's intelligence. And so I was like, So that's why I called it Pinny. Birthday Pinny. I was like, but it's so weird because in the tags I also couldn't put Pinhead, but I could put Hellraiser. So that was just interesting. Yeah. So that's what just the auto mod allow. Yeah, that's what I always think of. Okay, hold on. I'm getting behind in the chat. Wolf says, I love horror, but I don't like too much gore or slashers. Yeah, especially slashers, because it's like... Because I've actually watched plenty of them with my friends in high school, and I'm like... So I had to watch this horrible stuff that is just... I don't enjoy watching. And then there wasn't even really much point to the story. That's why I like ghost stories, because at least it's like a mystery... And you're like, wait, is this real or not? Or, like, is it a ghost or is it just someone's imagination? And, like, what's going on? And this is Satuita said, I knew it. Now she's starting a collection of pinheads. It's funny. It allowed you, Satuita, it allowed you to put pinheads, but it didn't, like, pinhead. Satuita put the, yeah, the wolf gets it. Put the quote from... Put the quote from SpongeBob out there. Who you call him Pinhead? Wolf puts, I'm Dirty Dan. No, I'm Dirty Dan. I'm Dirty Dan. Oh man. Yeah, that's what I always think of. That's what I said earlier. I always think of SpongeBob. Who you call him Pinhead? And then it's like cuts over to Patrick, and he's like totally looks like he literally looks like a pinhead. So it's very funny. I love that kind of thing. Yeah. And there's definitely an audience for that, but that audience is not me. So Satuita says it's gratuitous gore kink where the movie makers are one-upping each other on how gory they can make it. And, admittedly, I think that for the people making the movie, it's probably really fun. Because, you know, you do some take and you have all this crazy makeup on or whatever, and, you know, and your character gets killed and you get to play getting killed, and, like, so to actually make it is probably actually really fun. But I'm just not into it. So, let's see. So, it looks like... Oh, it's so hard to tell exactly how these cuts on his face go, but I'll do my best for the Chibi version. So I'm now making the lines to do the cuts on his face, on his whole head actually, and it's so interesting because this is kind of like an activity I did in my human presence drawing class, which is to draw the contours, like add lines as if you painted lines on your arm and then you draw those lines. Well, you just had to use your imagination. You're looking at someone posing, and then you have to use your imagination to be like, oh, it goes in, but it comes out and then comes around. And so it's like doing that exercise, but this is actually just the character design. Yeah. Satoe just says, this character is the Hell Priest, just called Pinhead by the artists and fans. It's a grid across his face. Yep, exactly. At every intersection is a nail. Yes. The only part that is like, I'm wondering about, and it's probably just because of the makeup. In the movie poster, it doesn't seem like the cut goes all the way up to his lip. So that's where I was like, I'm not sure exactly what's going on here, but his mouth is open in the movie poster, and here it's closed, so I'm just going to make it like it pretty much matches up. Okay, one line done. Let's add some more. So let's see. There's one straight down the middle. The next ones go right to the pupils. So let's do that. And it doesn't actually go, again, it's probably because of the makeup, but it doesn't actually go into the eye. It sort of ends right about where the eyebrows would be. He doesn't have any eyebrows because he cut them off. Now, actually, the Wikipedia page was fascinating for this character, especially the original book, the book origin, because there's a lot, even though the movie is apparently just a bunch of gore, but there's like a lot of thought put into like, why is the character like this, or you know, stuff like that. Okay, I'm also seeing these lines don't seem to match up exactly. On the bottom half of the face. Oh, wait, what's going on? So it's not like it comes straight down from the pupil, it comes in across the side of the nose. Well, my Chibis don't have any noses. So maybe I will just make it go. For the Chibi version, it's just going to go straight down. This is actually pretty cool because I can add a lot more dimension to my Chibi faces than I usually do. Aw, I think he's looking good. With this little chopped up head. It's not an easy one. Satoe just says, haha, I streamed the movie and paused it to find a reference. I am glad I found something satisfactory, so I'm going to have to do that. It's like, I just want to find a picture. Nice picture of the character design. Like, I thought at least there would be, like, maybe it's old enough of a film that they didn't have, you know, these days they dress up the actors in their character's outfit and then they have like a photo shoot to like show, I think it's actually for production purposes, like to check colors or something. But they just have like a photo shoot showing the person with their hair done, their makeup done, the outfit on and everything. And I was hoping to find something like that for this movie, but maybe they don't have any like that because it's an old enough one. Yeah, I thought so. So that's what it just says. I just checked the lines don't go down under his eyes or under his bottom lip. I thought so, but I'm just going to... I mean, I'll erase that. Yeah, I'll erase a little bit. Right there. But, because what I was seeing was like, this comes down to the pupil, but then over here it's coming across the side of the nose. Well, my chibis don't have noses, so it's kind of, I feel like it doesn't make as much sense. So I'm just having it go straight down. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. Okay, so I'm counting the number of cuts on his head. I think I'm going to have to reduce them because chibi eyes are so big, and since I've been using the eyes as reference for where the lines go, I think I'm just going to have to... Or at very least, so I think I can fit one here and one more over here on the chibi. But there's at least one set more than that. I wish I could see better what it does on this side. Because the pins go all the way around. As if he's one of those electric balls. You know those electric balls, and then you put your hand on it and the electricity touches your fingertips? Plasma ball. That's what it's called, right? It's almost like that, like it's sticking out like that. Well, it's sticking out like a pin cushion, but thus, hence Pinhead, but that's another good point. Might not be. Wolf says the script supervisor should take pictures of each scene to help with continuity between shots. Probably not released, though. There's usually a set photographer who takes pictures while the film is in production for released media, though. Yeah, maybe it's just, yeah, I just figured I'd be able to find such things pretty easily on the internet, but I could not find them. So that's kind of a shame. Okay, so this one that comes to the corner of his eye does seem to match with what's on the cheek. And I'm going to, what I'm seeing happen is it curves. It really curves with the head like this as it goes back. Actually reminds me a lot of, oh, what is her name? Nebula. I have the book on my bookshelf, Gamora Nebula. I've not read it yet, but, reminds me of Nebula from Guardians of the Galaxy and stuff. Drawing these lines on the head. Let's see. No, I'm going to angle this. So I angled it this way, but I'm going to angle it this way because of the way the cheek would be going. Oh, I don't know if that made any sense. So I had angled it like this, but I'm actually going to take it like this, the opposite way. Oh yeah, it's true. So there's a, yes, she also has the dark eyes. Oh, Wolf says, ooh, so pretty. What's pretty? Maybe I said something and I forgot what I said. Yeah, I'm gonna have this one going under the jaw here. Okay, and then one more. There's room for one more, though I can't really tell if it comes like... If it comes like right in front of the ear. Two reference images and I can't tell. I think it... So let me count. So there's the one in the middle. The one at the pupil, the one at the corner of the eye. Corner of the eye? Oh, okay. Yeah, so I'm definitely going to be removing one set because there are two more here. But for my chibi, I want to keep it relatively evenly spaced. Which this one is not. I'll put this line a little bit. And then this line can go like that. Okay. Yeah, so there's only really room for one more. Oh, Nebula. Yeah. Wolf was saying so pretty about Nebula. I was wondering. I was wondering if that was the case. She's so funny. I can't remember which one it was, but she was hilarious in one. Which one was it? Anyway. I have not heard that one before. Is that the title? Is that the slogan, or is that just like a famous line? Satuita says, the pain is the pleasure is the pain. It's from Hellraiser. Oh, I hate that one. I hate that one. Satuita says, the thing with Kurt Russell is better horror effects by a long run. Oh, that's a popular quote. It's a popular quote. Gotcha. Okay, I finally drew this last one. I'm having so much fun chatting with you guys that I'm just like taking my sweet time. Okay, so now time to do the horizontal ones and make it a grid. This first one follows the ridge of the brow bone. So I'm just going to draw it right about where I would draw eyebrows if this character had eyebrows. And it looks like it kind of goes down. I'm like looking, so I'm looking so close at these references. Like my face is right up next to my monitor so I can see, but I think it actually goes down to about the level of the top of the ear. Of course, my ears are a lot lower because they're chibi. In this reference image, his head is tilted down, so actually the ear is up higher, relatively. Oh, Satoita, I know. Satoita says, I even prefer Lost Boys to Hellraiser, lol. You prefer Lost Boys to everything. You're obsessed with that movie forever. Oh, good. Thank you for the verification, Wolf. Wolf says it do go down. Okay. I'm going to take it down and bring it around the back of the head. Oh, hopefully that's good. Okay, next one, we'll just move up the cranium until and so these ones on the top of the head are they're really symmetrical, and there's not too much anatomy that's making them do any interesting woo 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 or anything. It's just like so. Oh, I already ran out of room for them, for more. So actually, now that I've done this, I'm gonna bend this line a little further because I want the spacing to be a bit more even with all these different blocks. So fun to... So normally I don't engage in anything having to do with horror films, but like drawing this character, I'm like it's just character design and just having fun. Like, I want to space it this way, and here's the shapes that are happening, and it's a lot different than watching a horror movie. Okay, now I'm adding just a little bit more detail to the ear. And then we still need some lines on the bottom half of the face. He was a Vine reference. What's that? You're having a great time. You love 80s gore movies. Something says, okay, one more jab at 80s gore effects. They're like Muppets filled with bright red syrup. It is really hilarious to watch some of this, the old, like, and then if you watch the making of, like, the people making it were, like, having the time of their lives. They'll love this. To do what you said, make a Muppet filled with bright red syrup and, like, blow it up or puncture it or whatever, or literally melt it. I can't remember, but I'm pretty sure a bunch of effects in older movies that I like maybe Beetlejuice or something, I can't remember, but they, like, actually just did melt. They would just melt the thing and then record it with a certain amount of frames so that it wouldn't look, so that it could go faster or go slower or whatever, but yeah, actually making the movie is probably super fun. I know I said that already, but okay. So I guess I'm sort of experiencing that myself because drawing this chibi is pretty fun. So I think that I only have room, based on the spacing of these, for 2 lines across his face, even though he actually has at least 4, because there's one going across the chin, one across the upper lip, across the nose, which is that looks like the most painful of all of these cuts on his face, is the one that goes straight across the point of his nose. Yikes. It doesn't even seem as painful as the one going across the bridge of his nose, but I have no noses on my chibis, so I'll just do one above the mouth and one below the mouth. Oh! If you heard a little snort, that was, I think Chappie is having, my little dog Chappie is having a dream. She got the whites of her eyes are all rolling. On her little lip is twitching. Alright. Boom! Now we just need some pins. Oh, was it fun? Wolf says, I made a zombie short film in high school and had the same effect. The blood was so sticky. Glad I was the director and not an actor. Yeah. Not even piercing. It's slicing. Sometimes it says extreme septum piercing. This is septum slice. So your nose can flap up and down. What? Oh, awful. Awful. It's terrible. It's terrible. Okay, we need the pins. Need the pins. Since it's a chibi and the chibi is so big, I'm actually going to put a fair amount of detail into the pins. I mean, of course, they're just literally, they call him Pinhead, but they just look like kind of standard nails. And I'm just trying to see, but I think if I just draw a generic nail, it'll be fine. Okay, so, but what I'm going to do first, I want it to have that nice sort of halo effect that he's got. And I think that's a cool thing about his character design, because in a lot of religious art throughout the world, this halo, you can see it in Buddhist art and in Christian art, and I haven't looked too much at other art, but so it's very interesting that he has this halo effect going around his head in his character design, because that sort of, that goes along with his he's got some sort of, he has a role to play in hell. So I think that's I like that kind of thing. I feel like that's something thoughtful about his character design. So I'm trying to sketch a relatively halo-shaped circle so that I know how far out the pins will go, or the nails, so that they will end up giving that halo effect. So super long explanation for why I'm drawing another circle. Aw. Wolf says it looked horrible, but we had a great time making it. Missed making vids with friends back then. That sounds like it would be really fun. I remember making, I don't even remember what class it was for now, but we made a film with me and some other kids, and it was actually for a class in high school. And we, I don't remember anything about it. It was like a detective movie, I think we were trying to make. Some sort of detective story or like a spy story or something. So there was actually an FBI office or something in my town where I went to high school, and so we had to get permission because we didn't have to do it there, but whoever... So I was just filming. That was what I did, was filming. Or I think I played a character too, though. So I played a character and I was filming. Okay. Man, I barely remember this. I am digging up memories. Anyway, we filmed a key scene in front of the actual FBI office. So we had to get permission. And there was like an FBI agent there watching us with our, and our teacher was there too. I just remembered that. Thank you, Wolf. I have not thought about that forever. Yeah, it is so fun to make stuff with people. This is so relaxing. I need to pay attention, though, to the way the angles work on looking at the reference image. But it's so relaxing just drawing these nails coming out, because this is simple. Line with a little circle on the end to be that end part that you hammer down. And I'm going to have to use my imagination, because even though the lines are here and so you see the points where they meet and so there will be a pin there, I need to use my imagination to be like, okay, what pins would we still be seeing? As the lines are going around the back of the head, so you don't see the lines anymore, but there will still be some pins sticking out. So I've got to keep that in mind. I've got to think about that. Oh, wow. Time has been flying. We only have 10 minutes left. I'm also going to place the pins not just based on the reference image, but also to help. I'll pick them also to fill space. So I'll pick the angle and draw it in a way that fills the space nicely too. Oh, thank you. We'll put the little love emote on there. I guess I have not held this up closely in a while. Here's how he's coming along. So let's see, is this... Okay, I got to erase a little bit because I've got my reference line that I had here from just setting up the head in the first place. But now that I've got all these other lines that are actually part of his character design, it's a little bit confusing. So I'm going to clean it up a little bit. So I was like, wait, does a pin go here? Oh wait, no. Nope, 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 nope. Okay. Oh man, I thought that we might be able to get to inking today, but this is taking a lot longer than I expected, which is fine. I want to take the amount of time that it needs. Well, once I've got this drawn, it'll be pretty easy to ink it and stuff, because then you just follow the lines that you already drew. So these two, I'm drawing a lot more, with a lot more perspective. Maybe this one a little bit longer though. Foreshortening, not perspective. Because this is the most facing toward the viewer. And then this one, it will have turn. So the face is kind of flat here, and then it goes to, so the front plane of the face, and then the side, the cheeks. So the nails are sticking out this way. Now they're going to stick out this way. I'm kind of playing with the length of the nails as well, because I don't want them to, I don't want like the head of the nail to be right at the juncture? What is this called? Where X marks the spot. Don't want it to end right at that point, because it's a little bit distracting, even if that is technically how it would be if this was a real life thing. I'm editing a little bit for the sake of the drawing itself. Did I get them all? Oh, nope, there's one right here. Oh, hold on. My back is starting to hurt. That's how you can tell that the stream's almost over. That's how I can tell. You can't tell. That's how I can tell, because my back starts going, oh God. Ah, nice another drink of water. Change how I'm sitting. Okay, so I think I've got nails put in at all of the points where we can actually see. I'm going to make this one longer though. We can see that intersection. Yep, so now I'm going to, I already started doing it over here, but I'm going to start adding more nails. And you can't necessarily see where they're entering the skin. Okay, so if it's going like this, then this will have to cross. So that's actually kind of nice to have a couple that are crossing, because that'll show the shape of the head is round. Is a sphere. It's a sphere. Okay, so the way this one curves down and goes towards the ear, so this one's got to do that too. So there should be a nail sticking out here from the other ear, from right in front of the other ear. Okay, I think I've got enough logical ones. Now I'm just going to add some just to be fill in the space. Let's see, are there any... I don't think it goes down the back of his neck. Seems like the nails are on the face and then the part of the head where there would be... like where there would a hat would go. It's kind of a weird way. Because I don't really see any sticking out behind his ear in the reference image that is taken from down below and he is up higher. And so, okay, so then I don't need any more at the bottom, and I think that's pretty good for the top two. I think that that's a nice amount. And that's perfect anyway, we have less than a minute. So, I'll just hold this up to show where we got, and then next week we should just be ready to ink this, and inking shouldn't take too long, so I bet we'll be able to start some coloring too with some Copic markers. Yeah! Yeah, it's been a long time since I've drawn anything relating to horror chibi before. I've done one where someone asked me to draw Link slicing Edward Cullen in half, so that was kind of horror because I drew like the brain and stuff. Like, I just did it like cartoon style where it's cut perfectly in half and you just can see like the brain and the teeth like it's a cross section. Anyway, that was the last time I think that and that was years ago, the last time I did anything horror related. And that's about as gory as I'll go, like sort of cartoony horror, but there he is. Yes. All right, we are at time. Perfect. Got the pencil lines done. I love it when I can finish something and I don't have to stop midway. Okay, so finish one step. Pencil step is done. So that's all for this Chibi Friday. I'll be back on Monday, maybe Tuesday, depending on if I have to reschedule. Hopefully I won't. I'll do my best. Sometimes I can't do anything about it, but we'll see. I will be back otherwise for a normal week of streaming next week, so I hope to see you then. But either way, I hope you have a great rest of your day and an awesome weekend. Thank you for watching.